Scam Davis, she used to be, so when she was in Detroit, she acted as a real estate agent. She tried to do some real estate investing and she tried to do property management. And so what ended up happening was that she was actually taking the money for the rents and she was pocketing it, right? And she just was a con artist, right? So no matter what, just think of her as the one scheme she would run, she ran on everyone else. And before anybody could get a hold of her, it was already too late. So she constantly was scamming people, right? And she was always looking for the next scam. And I used to go to a lot of Detroit meetups and Metro Detroit meetups, and Krystal Davis would be there.
Sensational.
Right? She would be there, right? And people in Detroit would tell you she would always come with her kids, right? This is sad. So she would come with her kids, and she would have her kids like speaking to people and like taking the microphone and speaking on behalf of Krystal, grooming these kids while she's scamming people, taking their money and showing her face in Detroit. Now, Detroit is not a place to play. She's gotten into many fights. It's happened a lot, but she's always found a way to skate out of the situation. And when she did all the damage she could do in Detroit, she then went off to Atlanta and I believe Texas and all that and ran the same scheme and scam there. Well, now, see, look, Roro says it right here. So happy they got her. So happy they got her. Justice has been served. Yeah, and the name of today's episode is Justice, right? With Tiffany Henyard and Krystal Davis. Roro knows about Krystal Davis. She finally got caught. I mean, this was going on for years, though. Years. And I used to see her come to the meetups with her kids, try to talk to people. And I used to be like, man, this lady is so horrible. So Krystal Davis charged after prosecutors say she acted as a CPA and a real estate agent. She's not licensed. So she can't be a real estate agent, but she was acting as one. And she says she was a CPA doing people's taxes.
Sensational.
Stealing their information. What? Getting money. So I don't know what happened to her kids. That's a good question. Sharon, I don't know what happened to her kids. I don't know the story. I know that she ended up leaving Detroit and going somewhere else. Roro knows the story. Her kids are with their father, last I heard, right? So that's what Roro says. Which, where was the father to begin with? But, yeah, where was it? Where was he? He probably, and how'd you get with her? Anyways, she got caught, right? So let's read through this news article. A well-known alleged Metro Detroit scammer. I'll get y'all closer real quick. My bad. So y'all can actually see. Oh, come on, man. I'm supposed to get y'all. Here you go. Hold on one second. Okay. Known scammer has been charged. The Attorney General announced Monday. Krystal Davis, 37 of Detroit, was arraigned before Magistrate William Burton in the 36th District Court in Detroit. You do not want to go to 36th District Court. Oh, buddy, that's the one that's right downtown. I'm sure that's the one that's right downtown. It's right in my head right now. You don't want to go there. You see any and everything on that court. On one count of accounting violations, unlicensed CPA, and 2 counts of occupational code, unlicensed real estate agent. And announced Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel. Oh boy, you don't want to mess with Miss Nessel. Dana Nessel be getting out there, boy. Davis, who operated using the business of Card Property Management, LLC, is alleged to have entered into a contract with the owner of 2 residential properties in Detroit to provide property management services. She's still doing the same thing, including determining rental rates, marketing the properties, selecting tenants, collecting rent, and handling evictions. Davis was not licensed in the state as a real estate broker or real estate salesperson, which is an agent, as would be required by law to furnish, blah, blah, blah. Basically, she wasn't licensed, all right? The department alleges that Davis told another person that she was a CPA in the context of electronic communication. Okay. Davis was not licensed in Michigan as a CPA. Like, and then this is the crazy part right here. There is a Facebook group called Surviving Krystal Davis. This is wild.
Sensational.
There is actually a Facebook group called Surviving Krystal Davis has been started for her. When I say this lady deserves a movie, she deserves a movie because she was finding a way to do the same scam on many different people. There was groups created and people were still falling for it, right? She was married. She was married. I don't remember saying anything like that at the meetups, but who knows? She was probably too busy trying to scam people. Maybe it's better to come across as a single mom with kids instead of saying I'm married. But yeah, where the husband at? So the husband, hold on there, buddy. Shouldn't the husband be held accountable for this too, though? If the wife was doing this, if she was married. I didn't know that. He was supporting her woman's dreams. Nah. He got to get some of these charges too. It's enough charges to go around. I cannot wait till they get her in Texas and Atlanta. See, now, you see what I'm saying? It just costs to do the right thing. Because, yeah, now that they got a case on her in Michigan, now they're going to have a case on her in Atlanta for sure. So now she's going to face even more charges. And she looks a mess. Right? And no one asked her to see her license. Nope. Because from what I've seen a little bit, she's very good. You know, you got to remember, there's so many people that are just really good with the gift of gab. She's really, really good at BSing and making you like feel comfortable enough to work with her. So no, she wouldn't show you the license. Like if she asked, she probably would just brush him off, but then she would just start doing the work, you know? But yes, and she's finding the dumb ones. But there was an actual group called Surviving Krystal Davis. I remember this. This was like 4 years ago when man, let's pull up the channel 2. Let's pull up the channel 2 with my man Charlie Langton, ain't it? Let's pull it up. Hold on. I'm going to type it in, and it's probably going to be the first video. Krystal Davis. I'm going to just type in Krystal Davis Detroit. Watch this. Boop, there it is. Oh, that's Ed Hayes. That's my man, Ed Hayes. I was on his channel doing the interview. Shout out to my man, Ed Hayes, the wholesale coach. Is this the video? Yeah, but it's not the Fox 2 one. Where's Fox 2? Let me pull this video up so y'all can actually get the full scope of Krystal Davis. Oh, come on, man. I know they got it on here. All right. I know they got it on here, man. Krystal Davis, Fox 2 News. It was that video. I might have to go back to one of the channels. Somebody else's channel, but I hope they don't got too much commentary. See, yeah, it was Charlie Langton. All right, so let's do this. I'll type in Charlie Langton Krystal. I can't spell. Davis. Y'all, come on, y'all doing me dirty, man. I know that search should work. All right, so let's go to one of the other pages. So it's this video right here. Let me see if Ed Hayes let it play out. No. See, he talked about this. Oh, this was a day ago. This is her. Man, she looked horrible. Yeah, I remember those glasses was thick as molasses, boy. Those glasses were so thick. Ah, man, did nobody let the video play? Golly, man. Oh, is this it? Here we go. This is it right here.
When you write,
All right, so I think this video is it. So now I'll let y'all see Krystal Davis and why it was such a big deal.
She'll rent you a house she doesn't own. She'll file your taxes even though you don't want her to do your taxes. This lady has some big dreams and some big schemes.
Speed this up.
Meet Krystal. She runs a tax business, a CPR school, a real estate business. It might appear Krystal is a rock-solid entrepreneur, but Krystal is about to get shattered.
First of all, I didn't take any money from anybody.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not.
That's sure not what Shanika says.
I got scammed.
And Christina claims Krystal crushed her cash flow for the last year.
I think she's a con artist.
By the end of this story, I think the truth will be crystal clear. There's a bunch of people that tell me you're ripping them off, Krystal.
It's a bunch of people telling you that I ripped them off that's lying.
Christina is a real estate investor from Miami. This house on Westbrook Street in Detroit is one of her properties. She needed a real estate company to handle the property. She relied on sources to recommend someone, and man, her...
So now here's how they get scammed, right? So this was kind of the question that was asked earlier. Here's how the scamming happened. This is how good she was.
Sources let her down.
They set me up with a person as my property manager who's a convicted felon and doesn't even have a real estate license to do what she does.
That person is
Oh,
Krystal
Lord.
Davis, a.k.a. Krystal Card of Card Property Management. Their motto is property management with a woman's touch. That woman touched the $15,000 Christina says she gave her and didn't do a thing. Christina and I Zoomed in April, 6 months after she hired Card Property Management, and asked me to see if the house had been fixed up as Krystal promised. Here's the photo I took. Sure doesn't look like Krystal had the place rent ready.
She's been proven through her criminal history record to have issues with the law and with other residents of Detroit.
Residents.
And so you got to remember, she doesn't use her real name, right? She's used so many names. So when they probably go to, I mean, it's by the time they look her up, it's too late. That's the problem.
Like Chrissy. Krystal friended Chrissy on Facebook and said her company, Card Virtual Tax Service, could get her a big refund and take a percentage. Here's a text from Krystal to Chrissy. I told you I would hook you up. I'm a professional tax preparer.
The moment that you got somebody in your taxes saying, I'm going to hook you up, you better run the other way. You better run the other way. Don't hook me up. Just do me the... Whoa, pause. Hey, yo, that's crazy. Just do the right thing, right? You know, do my taxes the right way. Obviously, I want to get a refund if I can, but also don't want to get audited.
Chrissy responds with questions regarding paperwork needed, but she didn't need the paperwork. She says Krystal had already filed her taxes for her.
What? This lady is good.
That's when my eyebrows started to raise because how did you?
Your eyebrows or your eyelashes? Because your eyelashes are on big mode, girl. Take them things off. I can't even see your eyes.
You file my taxes without my permission.
Chrissy did get a big refund, but the bank froze the account because the IRS started an investigation. Chrissy explained to the IRS Card Tax Service filed her taxes without her signature or permission, but she got in trouble with the feds because...
Krystal Davis tax firm is not even on our paperwork.
The same thing happened to Tara.
Oh, I forgot that she was on here. I actually know her. This is my wife's mom's friend. My wife knows her. This is Tara. What's up, Tara? What's up, Tara, if you see this?
After my taxes are filed, I get a letter from the IRS stating that my taxes are being investigated.
Tara says Krystal told her,
You said you wanted the maximum refund, and I'm like,
This is what I'm saying. This is how bad she is. She has found a way to just get around, change her name, and she's got this scheme, and she's getting everybody.
legal maximum refund. That's why I went with you. I thought you were a licensed preparer.
Card Virtual Tax Service didn't appear on Tara's taxes, so she had to deal with the IRS on her own. Then Krystal stopped contacting everyone, Chrissy, Tara, and Christina down in Miami.
It was about the first weekend in May that
So I think y'all kind of get the point of Krystal Davis. I forgot Tara was on there, man. I totally forgot that. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. It's very, very bad. This reminds me of Mr. Pina. Who's Mr. Pina? I don't know what Mr. Pina is. But this lady is horrible, man. I think y'all got the point. Like I said, I was going to play the whole thing. Not the whole thing because it's 7 minutes long, but it is horrible, man. And so she's been doing this for a long time.
That you took money from Shanika from. Why don't you hang up the phone and talk to me? Yeah, she must be busy closing a real estate deal, or maybe going over someone's taxes, or maybe she's giving CPR instructions over the phone.
Did you get that out my
No,
face?
you tell me what happened to the $825 you took from Shanika.
And watch her car, though. This is the funny part about the entire thing. Look.
You're not supposed
First of all, I didn't take any money from anybody.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not.
Remember, I have a copy of the money order Shanika gave to Krystal, made out to Krystal's company. So are you handling that house on Westbrook?
Y'all see how she just opened the car door? You see how she tried to be slick with
Money
that?
order Shanika gave to Krystal, made out to Krystal's company.
Watch her
Are
hand.
you handling that house on Westbrook?
Why do you have your hand through the window and you rolled the window down with the key because it's a sweet BMW, but why in the world can you not open that thing by the handle? You scheming and scamming everybody and you playing yourself by not being able to have a working car door on a BMW. Ain't that a mess?
Sensational.
That's a mess. You scamming everybody and still can't get ahead. See how the devil work? You see how the devil work? You take all this money from these good people, hard-earning people, and you call yourself getting ahead and got a BMW that you got to let the window down and put your hand through just to open it. Look at God.
I don't have
For
any
Christina
further-
down in Florida, because Christina says she hasn't even talked to you in weeks, and you're supposed to be...
I don't have any further.
Here, you want to take my card so you can call me and answer these questions? Hold on. Why don't you just talk to me right now?
Camera out my face.
Krystal tries to back out in a hurry, but she's having a hard time handling her phone, her emotions, and her BMW at the same time. Nobody's blocking you in.
On the phone as a witness for this.
Okay, fantastic.
Out of my face.
I'm out of your face, and you're into
shade. That's my man. Yeah. I thought it was Charlie Langton, but no. Yep. This lady is horrible. All right, so that's Krystal Davis, y'all. I had some fun with that. Cesar Pina. Yeah. She might be just about up there with Cesar Pina. Yes, she's in jail. She's been charged, so she's in jail as of what I was reading. So that's Krystal Davis. Oh man. Like I said, I would see this lady at the meetups and I would just laugh and I would say, man, this lady don't even understand that one day she is going to go down. But she continued. From when I seen her, that was like 4 years ago. So she still was going, and she was doing this before then, So it's just absolutely horrible, Shout out to Sharon. She says, thanks for the info, Tiffany and Krystal. I have to run. Peace to everyone. Much love. Thank you. So, it's just ridiculous, right? So let's get to the rest of this. So we didn't talked about Krystal Davis. We done talked about Shannon Shaw. And now we got to get into